I've been hating my twin brother for my entire life. I'm 17, and my twin brother Tanner is everything I'm not. He's varsity basketball, effortlessly popular, the kind of person teachers remember before the first weekends. Our parents don't try to hide who matters more in our house. His trophies live in the living room on a shelf my dad built specifically for them, and his games are highlighted on the family calendar in red marker, while my stuff doesn't make it onto the calendar at all. Freshman year, I tried out for basketball after I spent the entire summer practicing in our driveway until my legs couldn't hold me up anymore. I didn't make the team. Tanner made varsity without practicing once, and my parents framed his jersey in the hallway that same week, while I shoved my participation certificate into a drawer where nobody would ever see it. After that, teachers started recognizing me in the halls and getting excited before realizing I wasn't him. I would have to watch their faces fall when they figured out I was just the other twin, and it became its own special kind of humiliation that I learned to expect. For our 16th birthday, my parents threw us a combined party like they always did, but somehow the party was always basketball themed with Tanner's friends and Tanner's music and Tanner's favorite cake. I invited 4 people that year, and only one showed up because everyone else assumed it was really Tanner's party and didn't want to be the weird kids hanging out with his invisible twin. I spent most of the night in the backyard pretending to be on my phone. Last spring, I applied to a competitive engineering summer program that I actually cared about. I spent weeks on the application essays and got recommendation letters and put more effort into it than anything I'd ever done. Tanner applied too, even though he'd never mentioned engineering once in his entire life, and I'm pretty sure he did it because he saw the brochure on my desk. When the letters came, he got in and I didn't, and my parents threw a whole dinner to celebrate while I sat there eating dry chicken and listening to my mom talk about how proud she was of him. That was the night I stopped telling anyone in my family about things that mattered to me, because watching them not care was worse than keeping it all to myself. I started eating dinner early so I wouldn't have to sit at the table with everyone, and I spent most of my time in my room with the door closed because being alone felt better than being invisible in a crowd. The anger I felt toward Tanner stopped being loud and turned into something heavier that just lived in my chest like a rock I couldn't put down. Then last month, Tanner went away for a weekend tournament, and I went into his room looking for a phone charger, and his laptop was sitting on his desk with the screen still on. I knew I shouldn't have looked, but I did anyway because I figured I'd find something stupid, like his fantasy basketball rankings or messages from whatever girl he was talking to. His notes app was open to a folder called Stuff, and I clicked on it expecting nothing. At first I found some random screenshots and messages I didn't understand, and then I scrolled down and saw a list titled Things I Can't Say, and the first entry made me stop breathing. He's smarter than me and it's not even close. The second one said, I withdrew my application to the engineering program and asked them to give the spot to my brother instead, but they gave it to someone else. I think about it every day. The third one said, Mom and Dad are wrong and I've told them 100 times, but they don't listen to me either. The last entry on the list was the one that broke something inside my chest. I would give up everything I have if my brother could feel like he matters for just one day. I was still sitting on his bed